is if Orgless are on an eco round later on, look out for FNS with a CZ75. He tends to get a few frags with it, so he can get some big impact frags in an eco round. He's got a flashbang for Fallen to make a play. Made the right play, didn't work out. They couldn't quite find that headshot. Ye certainly did, which makes it a 5 versus 3. Taco trying to do what he can, but there's still Orgless going in both directions.
Oh man, they just cannot hit a shot. They cannot hit a shot. I mean, 16 damage, that's all Orgless have taken right now. Yay. He got shot in the shoulder or something. And now there's going to be moving on through. Yay assassinates Fur.
Oh, he's going for the ace now. He's going for the ace. He's taking damage, so nothing to lose there.
I admire his teammates for letting him have the chance, though.
Yeah, why not? It's a pistol round, so 5 versus 1, the risk is limited. FNS gets on the scoreboard as well.
Oh boy. Well, it's looking good for Maui right now. I'll be straight. I'll be straight. That's if we read anything off the first pistol of the series. Confidence is looking pretty good here for Orgless. Man, they just murdered Fallen. This is such a feel-bad moment for Fallen where you're just all your shots are missing.
It's nice to see look how patient Ye was on all of those engagements. He wasn't spamming the pistol. If you shoot as fast as possible, it means you're inaccurate. So if you do have the level head to have some patience with the pistols, then it will reward you, as evidence there. Nice HE as KNG. He can't really peek mid now. 45 HP. Only 2 bullets away from disaster. There we go. Speaking of patient pistols, Taco gets a headshot onto Sub Rosa.
What? That was mid-air. That is so sick. Taco getting a little bit of a chance here, and maybe he needs to be the hero here for MIBR. Not usually a good thing if Taco's leading the board for MIBR. You're looking again for Fallen, KNG, right, to be carrying on the frags. But Fallen, or at least Taco, has shown that he can hit some shots throughout this tournament. Always has been, but he just tends to be put in that position where, hey, you're going to be in the position where you're most likely going to die 9 times out of 10, and good luck.
Well, KG's been smoked up. He'll show some presence, but he's forced to rotate. There are still a few grenades here on the CT side for MIBR. Sitting on their man advantage for now as Infinite tries to peek. Not the best tool for the job, though, with the MAC-10. So what is the time that Orgless are waiting for? I think they're imagining someone's surely going to re-peek them and make a play somewhere. They may assume that Canon's been compromised. Nice play from KNG, but FNS is ready for it. Running low on bullets, though. Speaking of low, FNS and Wardell are low now. So with these deagles out, things could change dramatically.
Indeed. Body shots, nice nade usage. That's what you need to be doing. Making use of your utility there. The Molotovs forcing Mayern out into the open. Missed opportunity there for FNS, but oh, Infinite just takes a drop on him. Taco down as well. But there's Fur chiming in with the... Oh! Fur with the second headshot. 1v1, just like that. Fallen's got a Galil, but Ye, he's got the Krieg, and Fallen always gets spotted. This is it. Fallen's got to be a dead man. And yes, there's the headshot. But what an expensive round for MIBR and for Orgless both.
Man, 1 bullet away. Fallen at the end there. That was an interesting one. So Orgless, they tried to use the time to give MIBR a chance to hang themselves, but they weren't overly aggressive. They were patient. KNG went beyond the smoke. He took a gamble there with the scout. So that was a pretty hairy one, but they did come out on top, and indeed that was very expensive for Orgless. Fortunately, MIBR will be on eco territory now. First got the flashbang for a pot flash play towards B. Other than that, there's nothing doing. So unless there's a catastrophe here, Orgless can make some of their money back. Being on the T side, it's a little easier to survive with that 1 player alive. Mm-hmm. It's not nearly as expensive as it is to fall by on the CT side.
MIBR just crossing their fingers, hoping, please come B. Please walk into this. They've stacked up 3 pistols just facing, but it's looking like Org, for now, are kind of chilling out and scoping out towards A. Taco's there alone.
It's interesting the rifles are clearing the apartments with Wardell bottom mid with a MAC-10. I would imagine the MAC-10 would be moving close range through the apps a little bit.
Sometimes they don't really, they'll buy SMGs and they don't play around SMGs, and that is, if you want to min-max CS, that is one thing where teams could improve. Putting your SMGs, you buy the SMGs, put them in positions where they're going to be able to get kills. And actually try to have the rifles avoid getting kills just so that you make more money. That's the whole point of having SMGs, you make more money.
Oh, Ye scoped in, dealing with the matter.
In the same way that you have a Krieg, the most valuable gun for a CT to pick up alone over there in B, where he could potentially get overwhelmed and lose that gun, right?
Yeah. Virtus Pro are actually one of the best examples on Inferno T side specifically of using Sanji with a Mac 10. You'll see him burst out of Boiler with some pop flashes from bottom mid and swing with the Mac 10. So they're a team who actually have designs around the SMGs, which sometimes they buy as out of design rather than necessity, but they're not doing very well at the moment. Anyway, MIBR on the buy now. The first buy round for both squads, 3-0 for Orgless. Plenty of grenades, no AWP or Ps yet for MIBR. We'll see if they go for 2 later, if they've got the money for it. Fallen and Mayan not on the scoreboard just yet. The Pride of Brazil on the CT side. Starting with 3 towards B bomb side. Exchange of flames from MIBR and Orgless. An early smoke down Banana. Orgless will have to play the slow game.
Fantastic HE's in there. Orgless, great use of utility there to do a lot of damage to MIBR, who were challenging. And now that's really going to have costed them. And Taco still hanging around, only just now going to rotate back over towards that A site. But he's taken half damage already and leaving Fallen below. So the defense is weakened, and we'll see if Orgless, once that smoke clears at bottom Banana, if they want to re-aggress into Banana and take control of that part of the map. Usually what you want to do. And follow T-side Inferno in that way, but now it is going to be taking control of top mid. Another one of the steps here you're looking for, as it's Ye just clearing solo Banana, not even using any utility, just lurking his way on up.
Yes, Orgless have Banana and top mid with 4 smokes in the hole, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot to work with, whereas now you only have Fur with the smoke on MIBR. That's it. It is towards Banana. It is towards B, so if they do wrap back towards B, it's going to get hairy for Orgless, but it is looking like right now, at least, they want to try and put some pressure on the A site.
Yeah, they've got Sabrosa making his way into CT spawn. 30 seconds on the clock now. So it's not clear necessarily where they're going just yet. Fallen wondering now because they don't have information towards Banana, so he's falling back thinking it's a B split. But in fact, it is going to be the A bomb site. 20 seconds now as FNS waits for the smoke to drop. Mayan's in a tough spot by double stack. He's got Taco to try and cover his back, but this is so awkward. The numbers advantage is not for them. We've got a 4 versus 2 on this A bomb site, but only Wardell pushing the site at once. There'll be an exchange. That bomb has to get planted now, though.
Oh, man, it couldn't have cut it any closer. Gets planted with 2 seconds left on the clock. Now it's the late rotate from Fallen and Fur, but it's a 2v3 into one of the most difficult bomb sites to retake in CSGO. The A side on Inferno, so many angles that they have to worry about. So many places for the T's to hide now. And so for MIBR, it's almost a matter of just getting in here. If you can catch him making a mistake quickly, punish, but otherwise just save your guns for the next round. That's looking like it. It's going to be Fur backing down to bottom mid. Fallen should be backing off into T apartments soon here. Hoping perhaps to just catch somebody out on Orgless, but right now just save both of these rifles. Do what you can to save both of these rifles.
Yeah, you've got to prioritize your own economy here.
Wow, I have finesse.
You might get an AK out of it. There we go. Not too shabby. That was a pretty cool round from Orgless' point of view. There's 30 seconds left, and MIBR have no idea if Orgless are going towards the B bomb site or the A bomb site, because as far as they're concerned, MIBR, both options are available. They don't have any information towards Banana whatsoever. There's no information towards top mid. There's a T in CT spawn and a smoke up here in front of library, so they could be bursting on the A bomb site. They could be going towards B, which limits how much they can rotate MIBR without taking a massive risk. Now the AWP is up, but for Wardell, the Brazilian squad will have to wait. Outmaneuvered by Orgless in that round prior. Now they've got even less grenades. We didn't see any late plays. Again, once the AWPs come in for the CT side, if they've got one lane, they may go for that kind of that classic late creep late on in the round, up boiler and so on, to see if anybody's top in, to get that information. But right now, they might not feel like they're in position to do so.
Yeah, MIBR are picking up on the fact that Orgless aren't putting up that much of a fight early in towards Banana, so they're trying to play with a crossfire here in mid to punish Orgless, and it's going to work. 3 players set up, Fallen finding the first kill on Wardell. They even had the boost. There was information gates though, and so you can see Ye on the other side of the map now trying to figure out, can I get up here to Banana? What can I cheat here?
Fallen's made his way all the way back. He doesn't really have any grenades to help out his teammate, though, because Ye's already through this smoke. Fur will win that duel, which leaves FNS in an awkward position with that AWP. He'll take Fallen now, who was seen on the A-bomb site. What do they make of this now? Infinite taking Mayan out by short. So 2 players who were A have been taken out, though. One, of course, has rotated, so I'll probably assume...
But you know Taco's still alive, and so you know there's at least one still on A. Usually the anchor for A on the CT side for MIBR. And so Taco, I mean, it's information that you can go off of here for sure. FNS is thinking about it, but 25 seconds left. You have to make up your mind, and it's looking like we are going to wind up back over towards A. We have a single Molotov on Sabrosa. You could use that to clear out pit. And so Taco might be in a really hot spot here in a moment. Waiting to see.
Oh, that off angle.
Yep, sure enough, there it is. Molly goes in, but he still gets his pound of flesh, and he gets 2 on top of it. Sick play. FNS now, you're just backing off and you're saving this gun. That's actually what's biting Orgless right now. It's the clock that's coming back to haunt them.
That's a great angle from Taco. No peeking whatsoever. A lot of people are hiding in the pit, peeking every few seconds or standing on the bike, looking over the wall. He's just got the off angle, false sense of security. Molly comes in, but they're not waiting to see if it lands and touches anyone.
Well, they didn't have time. That's the thing. They were just down to it, where you have to get on that bomb site.
Wasted for that rotation from their teammates, but and that cost them time.
You got to give credit to Fallen there. That was a good read on his part. That was a great punish on Orgless. You know, you want to come up to top mid every time? Cool. We're going to set it up, and we're going to let you walk right into it. So well done there.
3-start towards Banana once again for MIBR. Orgless managing to hold on to the AWP, keeping it out of the Brazilian hands thus far. MIBR with a few more grenades. Mayan with an off angle now.
And the aggressive banana smoke from MIBR this time. So it's the step-by-step, it seems. Last was MIBR predicting the top mid push, early aggression from there. Now they were trying to put up they were trying to preempt any kind of early aggression into banana from Orgless. But Orgless willing to once again just focus on A and go together as a group this time. Ye is a part of this, so all 5 players taking over mid for Orgless.
Yeah, and 4 or 5 players are here for MIBR because Fur's got a smoke in the hole as he keeps an eye on Banana. There's no pressure for him to use that, no flash or anything. A minute mark though, which might be plenty of time for Orgless. Inferno gets a cheeky kill onto Taco. Can't have been expecting that. We all know the angles. That's a big opening kill. Look at the increased pressure immediately on Arch.
That's crazy that they get the kill on Taco, no less. If they get Fallen there, it's a totally different picture. Oh
no.
This is gonna, they don't have no idea that there's still an extra man over here. They're gonna be worried about Fallen rotating over from the B site. Now they've spotted Fallen out, and that's Fallen dead, and that has to tell them something here. Yep, Bayern, they figure it out. Orgless just powering onto that site together as a unit. And this time works out perfectly for him. 20 seconds and they get the bomb down.
That was a dissection. That was a dissection. This is looking real rough for MIBR at present.
Talk about that clean spray from Infinite, though.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for Taco. Didn't show much, but it was more than enough for Infinite.
Yeah, if balcony's not covered, there's not much room for maneuver there. And surely Fer is doomed now. 1 versus 5. The money's not great for Orgless, but they're winning all around, so they will definitely want to take the Krieg away, and they'll do that.
Even saved it. There you go. Thank you, sir. We'll take that back.
We've seen an increase in teams not buying so many Kriegs of late. Definitely want to keep them out of those CT hands. Yeah, man. MIBR unable to respond to any of those kills. And at what point do MIBR get more aggressive and try to make some pop flash plays? I mean, Orgless are keeping most of their personnel towards the A bomb site. So we'll see if things turn around. We've got the hero AWP actually here from KNG. An AWP and a FAMAS, a mixed bag. KNG is fully invested in this round, whereas Mayan, Fallen, and Fer have left money in the hole. So I'm curious as to what MIBR will do if they lose this round.
That is an unfortunate one, but hey, KNG does you one better. Yay, definitely not expecting that. Not expecting an AWP after a round like that, that's for sure.
And the AWP is immediately rotating towards the A bomb site as well. As is common in a round such as this, keep the location of the AWP a surprise. Here we go, from B to A. There's a second kill immediately. Now it's gone from long to short. Just keeping on that rotation, and Orgless are immediately abandoning ship, going towards B, it seems.
It couldn't have gone better for MIBR. That AWP is perfect. Now you have that smoke that you'll be able to pick up from Ye's body, so you could still just go for a full all-out execute. And Wardell catches Fallen peeking, and they have no idea that they're alone here, that the B side is wide open. Going to be trying to move in here quickly now. For hard rotate, but the smokes are up. And no, I mean, Orgless right now are just taking their time setting it all up because they had that wealth. They even had that extra smoke drop by Ye. So they're going like coil smoke, CT smoke, just get it all down. But Fer was able to rotate over in time to close the door on him with this smoke. Infinite, he's stopped in his tracks and these smokes are going to clear.
Yeah, now Taco's boosted, Infinite spotted in the pool position. No one actually checked this, and there's the bomb now in the pool. That makes it cool, but that buys time for more rotation. We've got MIBR by construction now. Fer's got an angle, Wardell trying to plant the bomb. Everything's a gamble, but you've got to do it before that time is too low. Another boost coming in, looking for it. Taco's taken out by 15 seconds. Surely you're going to get burst on if you don't plant this bomb. FNS trying to cover all the angles off the bomb plant once again. 10 seconds now. The smoke's dissipating. Are they going to charge again?
There it is, and now it's on Wardell, but Wardell is perfectly capable of clutching this. Smoke goes down. He hears the footsteps. He knows he's passed. What a choke! What is this? Nice. Oh, he gets him! 1v1 now. KNG, Wardell, op on op. And Wardell, the bomb is playing his way. He knows where it's planted. He planted the damn thing. And so he has no idea. KNG close right. There it is! The clutch for Wardell!
No. Ace, he aced
He
it.
gets the ace clutch. Unbelievable.
Oh, that's rough. What was KNG doing while Main was dancing around with a knife? He seemed to just be... I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was watching from construction with an angle, but... Oh, that was a catastrophe.
I don't even... That was all over the place. How many times did Wardell fake that plant?
I can't believe they planted the bomb and won the round. There were so many things that could have gone wrong there. That was absolute madness.
Oh.
Somehow, MIBR have got 2 AWPs out in this round, and everyone's got Kevlar, so they've done the mathematical jiu-jitsu.
Not only that, that was what, such a strong start from KNG. Talk about demoralizing for MIBR. They had that round at the bang, and they threw it. And now Orgless are just like, right, time to head up towards B, get full control banana early. They've got it. Fer and Fallen just giving ground. How do you come back from that round mentally if you're MIBR? That is incredibly frustrating.
Yeah. Well, they went into it with an AWP and a rifle, and they've still got a good buy here. Grenades were sacrificed for the big guns, the AWPs we've been waiting for. And both snipers... Actually, no. KNG's towards long. Fallen by the coffins, Fer ahead of the smoke. Orgless now. It's the first time we've seen the entire team on Banana like this. Moved away from their defaults, presence in apartments and top mid and so on. Although MIBR are playing passive towards A. But they've been expectant towards B here for a while, but now Taco's rotating away at the wrong time. If he does make it to the well, he's got a flash though to try and help his teammates. If he can make it there. And back he goes.
There it is, Fallen with the first shot. Sabrosa's down. Oh, wow, just running right on through. And they're through now, passed with 2. Fer is gone. 4 players remain for Orgless, but Fallen, he's playing this perfectly. Great flashes coming through from his teammates as well. Taco murdering him, and this is how it's done. Quick rotate from MIBR. Good support as well with the nades, and Fallen just playing it perfect around the pillar.
Yeah, great support flashes from the top. Flashing deep into the site in front of him. Avoids the flashes, pops out, takes the players out by the pool. It's a really awkward fight otherwise. It's basically a headshot angle, so those certainly came in handy. MIBR had a good read as to what's going on, and we've seen that in some rounds towards A as well, although the results haven't really reflected that. Only their second round now from 8. But they have had the third or fourth person in the right place, or the right bomb site at least, in a few of these rounds, but again, it's been rare they've found success. But now they've got the AWPs, they're in their most comfortable position. Fallen and KNG with the scopes. Starting with a more traditional 3-2 setup.
Okay, let's see. As FNS is taking the hit here, he's dropped for his teammates, and wow, right on through, unbelievable. Fallen missing that shot, but Ye showing no fear whatsoever. Straight up to top mid, just catches Fallen completely off guard. Mayern up in apartments though, has to hit that shot, Infinite, and he's gonna miss it. Mayern bringing it back to a 4-on-4. But there's Wardell with the angle, and Wardell just doesn't miss, and he knows the second man is here as well. So much information to go off of now for Orgless, but getting caught by Taco over towards Library may throw things out of whack.
Wardell's got some real nice frags in this game so far. He's come a long way in a short space of time.
This has just been the Ye show. I mean, he needs somebody else to show up and help him out here. Ye has got 15 kills so far for his team.
Sabrosa with a second AWP now. Doesn't see the player moving towards double stack, and that's Taco. Now, what does he make of the situation? If he walks to the other side, Sabrosa gets tagged actually. Taco still by double stack now, repositioning, rings the bell through the wall for almost no damage. In the meantime, there's a push towards that B bomb site. I think he's just got some sound cues. Too late to use a smoke grenade, but he's got a rifle versus a pistol. He has to go into this with confidence, and the bomb's been dropped. He can drop the smoke ahead of it now. His teammate can rotate. Off Taco goes, just waiting a few seconds in case of a flank. 25 seconds, we'll see what Sabrosa can do with this.
And he kills Wardell first. Well, now you go on through. There's the flash, and he misses it. Ooh. Fur with the hero save. Big rounds coming in now for MIBR. 3 on the board now. Orgless still sitting on 6, and this is going to force Orgless to go for the save. No bomb plant, no bonus money. Just chaos. I mean, it's just a series of duels right now. You start that one off with Ye just getting the drop on Fallen. And then it just turns into tit for tat, back and forth the entire time.
That's such a big early loss for MIBR as well. Like, you have to have your snipers playing confidently and so on, but if you miss that shot, the cards really do collapse. To have 2 AWPs out once again. A few more helmets this time. That's a nice HE from Taco. Deserves more, I feel like.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was going to do it a bit more justice.
Now, with the damage that MIBR did on the round where they only had the sniper and the FAMAS, that has at least worked out to put Orgless on an eco here. Because they took out so many players.
I mean, these have been high fragging rounds.
Oh no, not again.
Wait, Fur's lying in wait. There it is. Sub Rosa watching though. War down. Oh, not able to confirm it. So Fur barely survives.
It's really good trigger discipline from him. Take out the second player, clean up the first one. And he's got the bullets left for the third one as well. Very nice work from Fur. And that really limits the damage for now, at least, for MIBR, which is important because they need to build their money. Mayan looking for the transfer. They've seen the last player now. See what FNS chooses to do. Won't go for the rifle. That will buy himself some precious seconds to try and catch somebody going deeper on a rotation, or try to at least.
Yeah, so FNS has got the chance, but right now MIBR are too disciplined. They've got bomb control. No reason for them to take any unnecessary risks by going out and hunting. Ooh, missing shots though. There we go. KNG collects it. 4 rounds on the board now for MIBR. And that's 3 in a row. So Fallen will get that op saved for him. Fallen is he's struggling right now, James.
He's not quite warmed up yet.
It's a rough one. 4 kills, many opportunities as well to get kills, and he's missing shots. So not a confidence-building start here to the series for Fallen.
Yeah, he might need to be a little reliant on his team to clean up in the short term. I'm sure by map 2 he'll be landing the shots, but don't want to give up on map 1 for free. So see if his other teammates can pick up the slack. But yeah, he with some initial grenades. Once again, we've got that fast smoke down banana from MIBR. Now, we'll see if Orgless go back to their defaults that we saw earlier. This time it's KNG who gets taken out. One of these snipers is dying early every round for MIBR. Now Fallen really has to pick up the slack. Got fast plays towards that long area. Oh my god, I think he tagged 2 of them.
Yeah.
So Bros has been taken out now, trying to hold position. That's a big spray from Mayan. And Fur cleans up as well. What a turnaround from that frag.
Dude, they managed to quickly pounce in here. There can be no hesitation on the side of FNS. And yeah, sure enough, they'll get that smoke down. Blocks fallen off. Fallen is rotated through. And now this is all about Ye. Ye needs to hold these angles. He needs to watch his teammates back while the plant happens. And 2v4, it's possible for Orgless. By no means easy, but it's possible.
They're in such a horrible position. They need something fast, because this is only going to go from bad to worse. Fallen spots one. FNS now up close to take Fallen out once again, but a trade is there. The snipers can be rescued. 3 survive from MIBR's good enough. Fallen wants to delay that defuse a little.
And pick up as much as he could. I mean, where's the second? The second op died on the other side of the map, though, so there's no saving that. And Taco's got the money to drop the op, so he might do it and give it over to Fallen. It's such a huge economic investment, but he is going to hand over that AWP to Fallen. Both oppers for MIBR right now sitting pretty low on the scoreboard. But you know who's kind of absent right now is Sabrosa. On Orgless right now, not hitting any shots, not really hitting anything.
Yeah, had that AWP in apartments. That's all I can remember, really. Yeah. One of the 2 kills.
Then getting bopped by Taco midair. You're supposed to hit the shots, Sabrosa, not take the shots.
Fur makes his way over towards A. So we've got a 4-man investment into the A bomb site at 1:30 for MIBR. They are expectant, but will they be right? We've got Ye creeping up with the Deagle up banana in the meantime. Fallen hoping he doesn't get popped again. See how long Ye waits here for. Now, Fallen can't really spam the wall because if he takes a shot, he could get swung upon. No one's there to clean up. There's no rifle support. Oh, suppose I can hear this.
Close enough. Dancing. Oh, wow. Flash isn't going to work. Ye survives. Or Ye is going to take Fallen? No. It's Sabrosa who dies. Fallen go for the repeat. There's the jiggle.
Man, trying to clean up in the meantime. The bomb's been spotted at least. 2 versus 2, however. Orgless have put in big work with these pistols. Infinite now considering his options. I don't know if he got a sound cue on Fur, but Ye's about to run into it. That's going to make things a hell of a lot harder. But there's time for Infinite to go for something. He could have tried to pick up that kill. He'll go for the bomb plant instead. Planted for everywhere. He knows roughly where Fur has come from. Moving into the apartments now. There's a grenade from Long, so he's got some of the information. But is that the same player? Is that Fur that he sees on Long? He knows he's being baited. So now he's looking for the second player. It's very obvious what was going on there, but first being real patient while Fallen continues to distract. He demands the attention. Smoke on the bomb as well, continuing to creep now. It's really well done by MIBR, but someone's got to get on this bomb. They've both got defuse kits. Infinite now in a 1 versus 1. First still dancing, still trying to find him. Oh, he picks the time where he's jumped. That's greatly played by Infinite. Really nice work.
Is that not how it's done, how it's supposed to be done? You're treating the bomb as your second player. You're just focused on staying alive the entire time. You know that as the clock progresses, MIBR are the ones who have to make the play. They have to come to you. They have to figure out where you're playing from. That could not have gone better. I mean, that's a clinic. Infinite, what a beast.
He's a really good player. He's going to definitely be a name to watch in the coming years. Really nice work, especially he detects immediately that he's being baited. He's being distracted to put the creeper in position. Distractor and a creeper. Now MIBR are broken. Fur with the AWP, which I presume would be spawn-based. Still looking towards second mid. No one with Kevlar. Now, he may just hold this position until he gets something.
What time do you just? At what point do you just back off and hand that over to KNG or somebody else?
Yeah, the problem is he's kind of exposed to boiler here. So once he hears people going into the apartments, he can't just hold this angle.
Smoke goes off behind him as well, so they may not even think about this angle. We'll see. Bomb is there. Sabrosa has gotten spotted, and that's 2 at top banana right now. This is different. FNS catches Fur out, so there's that off. And you're pointing it out. I mean, he was vulnerable. Okay, mid-air.
That was a disaster. There was a player on short, KNG. He started rotating as Fur peeked down the middle of mids. Took a shot, missed it, was swung on from boiler. So the cover wasn't there for the swing at the very least at the time. The timing was kind of awkward. So it didn't really work out. We saw some great plays from KNG with the AWP. Yeah, with no one having Kevlar, I think at some point you got to give it to the guys who spent more time playing those kind of rounds with AWP.
And also, I mean, KNG, yeah, backing off, leaving boiler. I mean, you hit the nail on the head that you're vulnerable at boiler, and if you don't have somebody watching your back there, you're at risk. But also, 2 at top banana. MIBR had a lot to consider in that round. With 2 at top banana, that's not been the standard here for Orgless so far this match. Might have thrown things out of whack for him.
There's a giant gap in that smoke from MIBR. Molly on car as well. Orgless swinging through the smoke. Got some flashes from the entrance to Apps, but Fur might have a superior. Oh, no, we have to check this properly. Oh, no, Sub-Rosai's here now. Yay, gambling through the smokers. Taco's on the reload, and there's more disaster here for MIBR on their CT side. Only 5 rounds from 13, and this one doesn't look good for a 6th.
This is getting out of hand. Hey, now you've managed to pick up a smoke. That's fine. 3 players still probing over towards A as well. KNG is here alone. Let's see if he can react in time. Nice flash. Impeccable flash right over the top. Mayern, only man alive here on the A site. Orgless just plowing through. Mayern takes FNS with him, but that is perfectly fine. FNS will take that trade every day of the week. And the bomb is backing off. This is interesting. It seems like Orgless themselves aren't even really sure on what is going on.
Maybe it's identifying the information. Where was Fallen last seen, if he was seen. He has fired some bullets in this round. Infinite creeping into the smoke now, and Fallen will get taken out. Orgless looking pretty good on the T side, it has to be said.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, apart from those 4 rounds where MIBR were looking like they were coming, you know, starting to get a grip on things, some of those rounds were just the closest of margins, too. Clutch rounds that broke MIBR's way. It's not like MIBR just stomped Orgless.
I think Orgless are like an easy team to meme on, and I think an FNS-led team will often never get enough respect. But that plays to his advantage as well on the server. If you don't get that respect, then you're probably going to have a psychological advantage at least. MIBR now with a broken buy, it must be said. Mayon's down to the Mag 7 now, double MP9, double Deagle. The grenades are here. Doesn't feel like they've had many opportunities to try and catch the plays off guard, but that's one way to do it. Falling with the Deagle, changing position now, trying to control the half wall, but yeah, he's got the angle already. He's deep enough.
Hesitation. Fur peeks in now. This is getting out of hand. That's a Krieg left behind, and nobody there to back him up. But slowing it down, it's going to spread the defense out by the looks of things. Now, do Orgless realize what's happening? That it's a 2-2 situation right now for MIBR. The only issue is that they're still having to clear out all these angles on A. And Mayern. Ooh! Yeah. Clean.
2 pairs of footsteps heard. They must know both players are there if they're listening carefully. Although we know some of the players have got the hearing's not perfect.
What a call from MIBR as well. They realize Arch could be vulnerable. Just push down. They've got banana control now. They're at bottom mid. Orgless are boxed. Which bomb site are you going to now? You've got 35 seconds left, and it's looking like they're going to commit to A.
Scope has heard more confirmation, but only of one of the 2 players. Ooh. The Scope is really compromising now. I'm not sure if he was seen there, but there's definitely footsteps on the bomb site itself. 20 seconds. They've still got a 2 versus 2 for the time being. A smoke to try and give themselves some cover, but it's the Max 7, of course, to do more damage. Wardell doesn't know where to look, and Orgless make it to 9, but MIBR catch up to 6 at the very least.
On right now, if you're going to have any impact at all in the second half, if you're going to run it back against Orgless and have a chance at winning this, you kind of need Fallen and KNG to wake up here and start playing some CS. Because Orgless are just running all over you.
Fallen and Taco to be the grenade men. Smoke flash HE, respectively. There's a flash for Banana. Front of the stairs, top left of the window. But the call is it's not required. They get to the half wall for free at least. You can look over to some degree from the logs. Mayan creeping, trying to hold on to as much utility as possible. Got to check the sandbags properly as well. And 3 Orgless players in the meantime, they just wait. Infinite's got a HE grenade. He's waiting for a push. He's waiting for the call to throw it. They've got a combo meal deal here. The incendiary on FNS. Infinite with that HE grenade, which could be devastating. So FNS is going to spot the push. Then Infinite's going to dump this grenade on their ass.
It's going to be messy. This is going to be messy. It's going to be all over the place here. Making a bit of noise. Let's see. Can we get a response? Can we bait any utility? Any response at all? And so far, Orgless are just made of steel. There's no flinch. There's no give.
Fur's going fishing now. Making it to top mid to see what's what. Try and get some information. They haven't seen anyone anywhere. No one's hiding under porch. He doesn't know if anybody's in the cubby. Oh, there's a ding-dong for Ye. And now things will activate. Now they start. FNS still trying to spot, though, and still they're not pushing. In fact, they're going towards the A bomb site. They have so much position now. They're rotating. They've got the information they were looking for.
There it is. 3 across. You know that Fur's there as well. This is done deal. MIBR are going to get it all off of Fur. Again, play to Fur's strengths at this point. He's the one who's been hitting shots. He's clearly got a read on the situation, and so MIBR, now they've set themselves up to just win this pistol and get a great start in the second half. Post-plant, it's just going to come down to Orgless. They've got a kit on Infinite. FNS goes down initially here. Wardell and Infinite trying to take point. Wardell with the brilliant headshot. Looking for another, but Mayern's going to snuff him. And that's it. 7-9. MIBR win the pistol in the second half on the T side. And, well, I mean, just give Fur a hug if you're on MIBR, because the man deserves it. He's doing everything he can right now to keep you guys in this map.
Very nice work. Very patient from MIBR. Allow the fishing to go on. KNG took no damage. He gets a cheap helmet and an AK-47 and some utility. Pretty good spot for him. We've got triple MAC-10. So let's see how they use them in this anti-force buy situation. We've got Deagles and a Scout on the likes of Wardell. FNS with that CZ, again, very notable. Seen that in this tournament so far. He is very dangerous with that CZ. Orgless start with 3 towards the B-bomb site. Molly up top. Taco looking to swing. Clear the banana position. Make sure no one's behind sandbags.
Already a very big difference here in how these teams are approaching their T sides, which part of the map they favor. Oh, I thought that was going to do so much more damage. What a shame. But it is going to be powering straight onto the B site. Here is a bomb. Please take it, my friend. It drops so far into the site as well. This is wild. Mayern and Taco going to find the kills, though, and there's Sabrosa going down. And so they do succeed in cracking the site, MIBR.
It was a nice attempt, bouncing a smoke off the fountain at the front of the site. Steel used to do that a lot years ago. I think he still does from time to time. Just to cause some mayhem, force the T's to run through smokes, give yourself a one-way. Now going up the barrels, of course, I think Infinite may have been compromised from there. Tried to stay close to the smoke, perhaps for that reason, but MIBR were able to overcome. Yay and Wardell will try to hold on to what they have, or invite MIBR to give them a rifle or something. We'll see what happens, but it's a good start for MIBR, the start they needed, start they were looking for. They'll have to win the game, of course, on the T side. CT side was lacking with only 6 rounds. But now we can see what they have to offer. And who knows what MIBR will look like 3 to 6 months from now. If they'll get another notable coach. Many questions to be answered. 2 for 2 MIBR, both sides winning their T pistol. Not much for Orgless to do now, of course. This is the eco round before the buy to come. Wardell's got a reasonable spawn to try and headshot someone mid. Yeah, he can run around with the deagle. Maybe have a look towards the window. I think he picks up an incendiary and a smoke grenade. So he spent $900 in this round. Why? Oh, I'm not sure about that. It's a lot of money for an eco round.
Yeah, it's going to put him behind. Certainly going to put him behind unless he obviously survives the round. Wardell missing a golden opportunity to catch MIBR lined up there. And again, stylistically, these teams are just approaching this completely differently in terms of their T side. Orgless, a lot of focus mid, a lot of focus A. MIBR just fighting to get control of Banana, at least at the beginning of these rounds here. Trying to open up this B site, hoping that somebody's going to peek into them. Sabrosa is at risk, obviously. Take this magic apple.
Right now, he's got MIBR swinging on the B bomb site, which has been taken. So maybe Ye gets to save his money now.
I think so. Infinite dies, that's all right. Ye and Wardell can if they can survive, that's solid. I mean, obviously Wardell would want to buy an op next round, so holding on to the scout a little bit less important, and so I think that's why you see him out there. Let's see for Ye though. Kit, Kevlar, Deeg, even a smoke.
Yeah, I'm really curious as to why he invested so much money into this round. If the plan was to like try and bait the opponent into a concentrated B bomb site, but then we saw the rotation towards A, leaving only one player on B, so that was a curious one.
Hashtag.
But it seems he might survive.
Yeah. Good on them. Oh no, never mind. Spoke too soon. He still goes for the peak afterwards. All right, now Ye, because he held on to all that gear, his buy is going to be very solid. Even has the kit for the team. Wardell has been upgraded to that AWP. Couple of kits in play. Very solid nade count. So this is it. Tied up 9-9. Can MIBR push through and take the lead? Or Orgless going to slam the door on him? Keeping an eye on things. It looks like Orgless have picked up on MIBR heading towards B early. And so 3 players top Banana at the beginning of this round for Orgless.
Wardell, AWP, no Kevlar. Got to be real confident to do that on Inferno. Especially with those aggressive angles.
There we go. There we go. Delayed HEs to take him. Mayer not giving it up. And it's like, sure, okay, now you can go ahead and have Banana. That's fine. We got our kill.
Finesse will make his way towards A. 3-2 set up for Orgless at the minute 15 mark. Third just, oh, that's very painful.
So frustrating.
And you can do nothing about it. You just got to accept it. You got to hold the L.
Wow. Very early smoke from Sabrosa, though. Oh, I suppose because he saw this smoke, he's trying to react to it.
Yeah. They're trying to creep up without showing to a potential sniper at Coffin.
Infinite has got a smoke as well. I'm just trying to keep track. What you want to be trying to do here towards Banana is really just keep track of the smokes and how late they're holding on to the smokes, because every second matters. But as that smoke clears on the T side, that's going to bait out Infinite's smoke, the last one here left to Orgless on this side of the map. And in the meantime, MIBR, they've still got 2 to work with here.
Orgless playing with no information, no one top mid. So again, you can see Wardell is on lane, but he's not creeping up as I've mentioned before at the beginning of the game. Not just yet anyway.
Imperfect smoke. They screwed their smoke up.
Oh no. Oh, this could be a complete catastrophe. Especially if Sabrosa starts firing from up above first as a bait. But it seems that Infinite will do that. Falling back now, and that takes distraction away. So it works the other way around. Fallen gets his bell run, and the smoke's completely gone. Fallen now with 10 HP, desperately trying to just plant the bomb. He'll do that at the very least, but oh dear. That's a complete disaster.
Wait on it. Let your teammates... Yeah, there you go. You got kits. Let your teammates gather up all the guns. I mean, you want to get all the AKs, and if you can find Kriegs too, that'd be great. Yay needs... yeah, there it is.
There we go.
Oh, Ye's running over. This is great. This is exactly what you should be doing. Exactly what you should be doing. Diffuse comes through. Everybody's got AKs now.
Get them upgrades.
That was so sick, but MIBR, what is that? An unforced error messing up a smoke? That, and especially a smoke like that, a CT smoke, that's brutal.
Yeah, one of the most standard smokes in the game. Orgless win their first round and a half. Wardell has armor now with his AWP. And again, we've got those AKs on deck. The Kriegs are coming out for the likes of Mayan and K&G. K&G may be finding some comfort in the scope. Fallen going for a very aggressive play, and he's just back on the sea in time, but the trades will favor Orgless and then some. Infinite with 2. Got flashbang support. 4 versus 2, and MIBR don't really have position anywhere. Only 2 players now. If they slow things down, if they're lucky, they'll get a 2 versus 2. Taco would love an upgrade, though. I'm sure he can find one.
That was brave of both teams as well. Neither team wanting to give there. Both of them just in it to win it, in it for that fight. Infinite sticking it out, gets 2. That's big. And well, now what can we expect? Smoke goes down to block off CT, and it's the 2 players stuck together. MIBR, that's what they do. They're working as a duo now. They have to work their way onto that bomb site. Somewhat limited as well in gear.
They have to figure it's a 2v2, but time is of the essence for sure. So they're not going to smoke CT, it seems, but they're going to create Taco. They're doing a huge gamble, maybe expecting both players to be on the site there. Didn't quite work out. Infinite now creeping by the fountain. Infinite's not fighting, so definitely can avoid it because his teammate's there. He'll just be the bait and enable Infinite to take it for free. Very nice play, 2-man setup from Orgless, and they make it 11-9 now, putting MIBR into eco territory. Although Taco's got $8,000 somehow.
He's he held on to the Mag 10 for a while, didn't he? And oh, they don't have a coach anymore.
No.
But they're still going for the tactical timeout. I was just thinking about that from MIBR. Are we going to see any tac timeouts from them, considering Zeus is no longer a part of the roster?
It's calculator time. Got to figure out what they can do with this money.
Yeah, I mean, credit where credit's due. I mean, Copenhagen Flames were taking a lot of timeouts yesterday and no coach, so obviously you don't need a coach to know to take a tac timeout. But right now, I mean, MIBR calling it, slowing it down a little bit here. This is the big round for them because Taco just spent all that bank you just talked about. So if they don't win this, that's it. They're into pistols and eco territory, and it's not pretty.
So we've got a CT timeout following the T1.
Interesting. And what is that? Orgless extending it? I don't think I've ever seen timeouts get chained up like that.
No, me neither. But maybe they're trying to figure out, looking at the deaths and how much money they might have and what they might be doing. Why have they taken a timeout here? What are we expecting? What are we going to do? Maybe we'll see some rabid aggression from Orgless to try and take the game away.
I would feel like if you're FNS, though, you're just giving MIBR more time to figure out a plan.
True.
You know?
Yeah, pros and cons.
So pros and cons to that. I think it would outweigh, I think the cons outweigh the pros in this case just because you have MIBR on the ropes, they're feeling the pressure, and now you're giving them more time to breathe. Could be that in FNS's way, though, he's like, no, Similar, we're giving him more time to stew. And just...
Potentially.
They're going to get in their own heads, and we're going to crush them.
We got good utility from both teams. Orgless at one point pulled out 4 incendiaries at once there. Main still makes his way towards top. Oh, they're going for it? No. Just being very, very aggressive, trying to see if he catches the CT off guard, eating a flashbang, but they fall back safely, Orgless.
Little does he know that would have worked. He would have actually caught him and actually gotten a kill on Infinite.
Scurrying away. This may force a lot more early utility from Orgless. They may be left lacking late on. There's a minute 20 to go. There are 3 smoke grenades and an incendiary for now. FNS has made his way towards B. He's at the well position with no flashbang, which sucks for him, but there's no play coming, so it's okay. Basically, if you're at the well position in CT spawn, you've got a really strong flash for the pool to allow your teammates to face because they're protected from it. Anyway, MIBR now taking top mid. So they've got all the map control they need. They've left no lurker towards that B bomb site. So we might see a fast play here.
I think they just want to stack everything up and hit the A site hard. 3 rifles, a pistol, and a MAC-10 is what they've got to work with. And so it is going to be taco catching, yay. There's Wardell with the point-blank shot. We do not expect Wardell to miss shots like those. Oh, he's getting flanked. Can't turn in time. Wondering where his teammate was. FNS gone. And a successful round for MIBR. Turns out, just run onto the site.
For a brief moment, we saw they ended up in a similar situation to Orgless's T side, where it wasn't clear if they were going A or B because they had no map control, and the T's had Arch. But MIBR sped that one up. Take out the A bomb site with 4 players surviving. Wardell caught between a rock and a hard place. Now, Ye's got 6k, but there's not much else to shout about. With 2 rifles saved, we'll see if they choose to buy between them. Actually, this is a safe situation, a safe position rather, which Infinite's trying to jump on, which you don't really see in Pro CS, but it's a really good one because no one's expecting you to be up here if they come swinging and hunting. Definitely one to note if you're watching. Just practice it a bit more than Infinite has.
Man, you get an off out of that. You even get your own AKs and Kriegs back if you're MIBR. Talk about a second wind right now in the sales. They're going to be feeling so good now going into this double digits T side. And Orgless going for FAMASes, so they can afford nades here in this round. As far as lost bonus, I mean, still a couple rounds of lost bonus for Orgless. But now, I mean, it's still the battle top banana with the nades, and MIBR might be at risk because maybe they don't expect to have this much resistance from Orgless. Orgless are pretty much full bought up on nades.
Despite the double HEs earlier on, Mayan will stay in the same position. There's no smoke this time.
They're baiting them, and it works! They show no presence with nades. KNG gets antsy and peeks into a boost. Sick play from Orgless.
That reload will be heard, so MIBR will have an idea of the potential setup from Orgless. First or second oranges, which might be why Taco's creeping here. So I think this is based on this reload, honestly. Infinite now pushing forward. They avoid the flashbang, but it'll go 1 for 1. Now, they might think that Infinite was at Sub Rosa, so there might be half a chance here for Sub Rosa if he can avoid the usual grenades. Gets the 1v1 of Mayan, falls off, drops a smoke on the side to create some space for himself and buy some time for the rotation.
Now Fallen knows that there's somebody on the bomb site, and he knows that somebody's rotated over quickly as well, hoping to actually sneak his way through into CT. Yay, caught with his pants down, but Wardell's there to trade. And that leaves it all on Fur, and now he's boxed into Banana. About to get shipped in like a crate. Oh, buddy. Got nowhere to go.
Just needs to frag out.
Wardell's watching CT. Every angle should be watched now. Now it's on patience for Orgless.
Yeah, Sub Rosa is not looking to fight to the death here. He just wants to see Fur coming because Sub Rosa is the only blind spot here for Orgless. But it won't mean a bomb plant.
Look at that. FNS is backed off. Is he thinking that Fur managed to sneak through somehow? I mean, clearly it must be.
Oh, that's... well, this gets awkward now, but surely Wardell's about to peek. He's waiting for it, but it is a stereo peek and a little spray as well from Sub Rosa. So they get their Orgless. There were so many interesting situations there on Banana, as you mentioned at the beginning, then hearing the reload, trying to punish it, thinking one person's the other, Sub Rosa getting killed, buying some time, not dying, putting the smoke up. Fallen almost, well, he did land a shot with the deagle, not a headshot though.
It was such a cool detail, and now we're gonna get the tac timeout rather. But that was such a cool play from Orgless. Didn't see it coming at all. I thought it was gonna be all-out warfare, like surprise. We have all of the nades, and we're just gonna go at you, and maybe we catch you off guard that way. But Orgless went the complete opposite way. They didn't throw anything, and they set it up so that Sub Rosa could just get boosted and find a kill. Yeah, that was so cool. What a clever play from Orgless.
Yeah, that was a round of many chapters as well.
Many plays.
That was pretty cool.
I'm growing to really enjoy watching FNS and his team play. Yeah, there's a lot here to this team.
Yeah, and this particular matchup seems good for them so far. Again, this is their pick of Inferno, and it's been pretty good for Orgless so far, but the score is still close. MIBR just 2 rounds away. They will have some rifles in this round, it seems. Oh, they have a lot more rifles now. Got the Galil out for Mayan as well. So let's see what they can offer. They're somewhat light on grenades here, MIBR. They got flashes and smokes though, with the odd molly. One will go towards top banana, so Orgless will see nothing untoward just yet. This time it's Fallen to be the man focusing on banana rather than Mayan. That is a deep molly. Orgless were maybe expecting something fast or try to thwart it. FNS now rotating from B to A. Ye and Wardell in the lane and apartments. Ooh! That's a big win for Taco. FNS in trouble now. He's got his bell rung, and he's been smoked off. There's position on both sides of A here for MIBR, but Ye's in the pit, and he's proved to be a problem from there. Got to smoke up to create some space. Looking over the top, but Ye's just shutting everybody down. Looking for the last one as well. Leaves Fallen in the pit with a MAC-10.
Oh, there's two here as well for Orgless. Fallen has got time, though, and he's, oh, going for the op. All right, all right. Got to find that confidence sometimes, now or never. That as the smoke clears, Orgless right now are just trying to make sure they've got him boxed in, but there is that point of egress. Fallen could back off through apartments. And he had the time, so he's trying to split. He's trying to divide the defense up at this point.
He's got to make a sound cue, though. There we go.
There it is, and now the gig is up, and there's the bomb plant. So time's a ticking. HE, so close. I thought that would do way more damage given where it went off.
There he goes. He's got his 1v1. Had a base attempt coming in there. Now Sabrosa is trying to pre-fire. Might realize that Fallen is low. Got the jump peek as well. He's elevated Fallen. He's got the AWP, and he's finally turned up to the server. MIBR just one round away now. That was a tough round for them in terms of their buy, but it has worked out very well indeed because they've broken Orgless at a very crucial time.
It's such a difficult match to predict at this point. You're thinking Orgless have got everything going their way, and then just individual plays right now making all the difference for these teams. Fallen, the hero, coming through in the clutch. Orgless deciding to split, to separate in that retake. And so now, once again, a little bit of, well, I mean, this is just going to be the round of anti-eco, and so there isn't a whole lot that Orgless can hope to do apart from...
They bought pistols, but not one flashbang.
This is just the hold angles and hope that you can make it expensive for MIBR.
Ye and Wardell on A with the pistols. You can see MIBR. They've more or less taken top mid, and they are going to approach Banana at the same time. So unclear just yet for MIBR as to what is going on. But here comes Inferno. No fatalities though for MIBR.
Boot to the face. Now, well, MIBR are just going to gather up and mow him over. This was a round of eco. They saw no Kevlar. They saw no helmet. And Ye, man on a mission, P250. Not going to hit the headshot. He needed it. And so MIBR fixing to tie things up, 12-12. FNS, though, with the headshot on Fur. That was against a MAC-10, no less. Wardell takes down Taco. What is going on here?
Sabrosa with the Deagle now. Needs to have the round of his life. Doesn't really have much to lose. I'm sure he'll be going for it unless he picks up a big weapon. It's crouch peeking for now. Now, Mayan's got AWP basically on T ramp, which is a pretty strong angle. I can't imagine Sabrosa will look all the way down there. Almost does. Almost. But there we go. 12-12. That was the eco round for Orgless. Very nervous territory now for both teams.
Sabrosa is seriously lacking in funds as well.
He could pick up an MP9. There we go.
Name of the game for him. But the nade game is so light right now for Orgless. They've got nothing to hold off Banana.
It's really interesting FNS and Infinite prioritizing the M4s over a FAMAS and grenades. They're going to have to play aggressive here,
FNS
surely.
even taking Kevlar. I mean, a helmet.
They've got two flashbangs. Yeah, why has he picked up a helmet?
Well, let's see it. What's going to happen here? I mean, what little nades you've got, you got to make good use of. Right over the top. And MIBR, they know the economic situation. They know what's going on here, that Orgless don't have a whole lot to work with. Of course, last time this happened, they got shot in the face. This time, MIBR, we're not taking any risks. Right over the top of the wall. If there were any shenanigans, Orgless weren't going to get any joy.
Very strange one. Wardell alone on the B bomb site. Can't go for the second peek because he's eating the chain flashbangs. Now, you do wonder with... Next, they don't really have all the utility in the world. Two players aren't rotating just yet. So, I feel like maybe they want to save. As weird as that sounds.
They're not sure. They're not sure yet of if this is a plant or not. You can see the rotation coming in now as they hear the bomb go down. But you still have Ye worrying about a lurk.
MIBR actually have zero utility now. They can smoke off Banana, Orgless. I feel like it might just be expensive
That was
round
the
for
one.
them. Subrosa has the angle, but he's only got the MP9. Yay and Subrosa remain. Yay, creeping up. It's a weird one because you're on a 5 versus 4, but so I don't think anyone's ever saving there, but it just like looks super awkward unless they make something happen from that construction position. I feel like it just ends up being a super expensive round. But there's a lot of questions at the beginning of that. So Broza gets some nice damage at the end and actually gets the AWP out of it, which might get taken away because Fur is coming. Oh, he's having a look. There's a swing. Oh dear. But yeah, like why the M4s over FAMAS's? Why no grenades? Why a helmet and no smoke or a flash? There's a lot of questions. Maybe some buttons were fat-fingered. That was an unusual one for me.
Well, FNS had the helmet. You're right. I mean, that's an interesting one considering AK. I mean, the helmet isn't going to do anything for you. AK, Krieg, one-shot, headshot, done deal. Doesn't matter if you got a helmet or not.
Yeah.
It's $350 that you waste.
There was one Galil, but still over like a smoke. I would prioritize the smoke versus a full buying, more or less, T side.
And now this is set up. MIBR to take this first map in the series. 3 rounds away. Broken economy for Orgless. MIBR going to start feeling good about themselves.
That was a really big round.
The same shenanigans. And this time they're ready for it. You only get to do that once.
Yeah, he's got the off angle. Nice from Taco.
And he's looking at. We saw the animation, yay. We saw the animation.
Sees Wardell running for it. Taco's trying to entertain. Doesn't matter if he dies. KNG's here to clean up. Again, you're the expendable man. He can offer himself a sacrifice in order for the team to take position. 4 versus 2 now for MIBR as they look to close out Inferno, which has felt like, for the most part, like Orgless are going to win it. But I really think that situation in that last round was a pretty big one. However, they'll be on the buy soon enough. FNS now with that CZ once again. Didn't pick up the weapon. He picked up the smoke, and I think he thought it was the sound of picking up the weapon. So, oh, that's really unfortunate for FNS. He ran over the weapon, and it made that click sound like he picked something up, but it was just a smoke, and he's like, oh no, I've made a terrible mistake. And that cost him everything.
It's all gone wrong.
Yeah, who knows if he would have escaped, but they're back on the buy Orgless.
Yeah. So 14-12 now. Full buy, both sides. Nades are going to be there this time for Orgless, so we'll see if they can take the fight to him. And double up. This is how they decide to change up the strategy. Double AWP in play for Orgless. Subrosa's been fairly quiet this series so far. We expect a bit more from him. We expect him to be one of the heavy hitters here for Orgless. But now with an op in hand, we haven't really seen this from MIBR. Fast second mid to mid. A lot of pressure early on. This has been a lot of banana control for MIBR so far this T-half, but here we go. 8 players getting a little bit of action early on.
Wardell taken out real early. Subrosa has an AWP, but 4 versus 5 with so much time on the clock. MIBR making loads of sound towards top mid, but it looks like they're going to go back to take banana. And there goes Subrosa as well. This has turned into a disaster for Orgless. Doesn't look pretty for MIBR, but they're moving towards game point now. Infinite trying to do what he can, repositioning to try and avoid the spray. But do they risk losing everything? There's a flank from Fur, FNS aware of it. But what is Infinite going to do here? Because if they lose everything, they're losing this game. He's been taken out now. That's the round over.
Has to be.
Yeah, and once again, the point of no return has well and truly been crossed by Infinite in that round. So if they're lucky, they'll hold on to 2 rifles. This would be a damn shame if Orgless were to lose this map, but it's starting to look that way.
It is. It's looking like it's just slipping through their fingers, and MIBR finally showing a little bit of a lack of respect towards the end here. You know, just getting in there, charging in, finding battles. Fallen starting to feel some confidence. He's winning duels. Takes down both Oppers, Wardell and Subrosa. But I also like the change. Second mid to mid. We haven't seen that yet from MIBR. Not that quick, not that aggressive. And of all the times to go for a call to change the strategy, Fallen chose the correct one. So Orgless now, I mean, now your back is to the wall. What can you do? Man, Wardell still manages to get an AWP.
For 24 for 18. Taco's been doing great work as well, 20 for 17.
No, he saved that from last round, didn't he? Attack timeout, okay.
Yeah, 22 for 16 at the moment, and indeed there's a tech timeout from Orgless. Last chance saloon, they need 3 from 3. It's possible, but it's looking damn rough, man. Infinite's got 2,400, Ye's got 34. I don't think there's any weapons on the floor for them, so they're going to have to make this work, spread the wealth. This is a real tough one for them. Real tough. I think it was just so awkward. That buy where they had 2 players with 0 grenades. Just awkward situations because like it's 5 versus 4, but I don't know. It just seemed like they didn't really have position, didn't have any mollies to force people from their positions, and it cost them everything. And now they're in this position. They've got a pretty reasonable buy actually. Looking at it, they've got the MP9 out for Infinite, a bunch of rifles and grenades. In some ways, it's better than that round we were talking about.
Yeah, no, it's crazy actually the extent to which they actually do get a buy out of this. They saved that up for Wardell, so that's solid. Missed that in the last bit there. So they do have Wardell opping. He has been hitting some shots. He's not dominating the game outright. But MIBR map point, and they've slowed it back down again. Need to make some noise here. Need to try to draw some of this utility out earlier on. That's going to be the play. Flash in. Let's go. Take care of top of mid. Put some pressure. They spotted Wardell. He is stuck. FNS takes Taco, but now they know that 2 players are here. Boost. What is that? Is that not was it not communicated?
That's absolutely beautiful.
What are these comms for MIBR?
And KNG now all of a sudden is 1 versus 4. Tunnel vision on the swing up the stairs. Schoolboy football, chase the ball.
Yeah, but all right, so there have been talks of communication issues with MIBR on the team, you know, recently. But I mean, is that just a clear case, as clear as it can get? I mean, how do you, if Taco dies or Taco gets that kill there, or no, Taco died. Can we get a replay, please, if at all possible? Just because what happened there? That is, I mean, it seems so clear cut for MIBR to punish. They know that 2 players are there. They should just punish those 2 players and just get it done. Doesn't look like we have a replay, but I mean, yeah, maybe some miscommunication, not saying that there was a boost and that there was a second man, in fact, waiting in boiler. That just threw everything for MIBR out of whack.
Wardell flashed off his angle. He loves those peeks down mid. And he will reposition. Still 3 players towards the B bomb site. Are MIBR looking to take advantage of this? Do they read that there's probably 2 here? Wardell forced from the angle once again. We've got 4 players here creeping up top mid now. Possession very early indeed. They know Wardell's towards long, and there's a CT in the pit. Oh, they've only got 2 smokes left here. They've left the bomb behind though. And Orgless are at the bottom of Banana, so this is strange. And I think they've realized that Mayan's going back for the bomb, and he's been taken out. They only have 2 smokes left in MIBR. They've thrown him towards the A bomb site. Now Fur's going to have to gamble and pick up that bomb. If he's heard, maybe they realize that is the bomb on T ramp. Fur just facing now. He might want to start rotating to mid. Fallen's come to help out as well. And while it's stuck top mid because the bomb was on T ramp, it's all falling to pieces here. This is a complete disaster. 2 versus 4 now.
MIBR were looking so good to win this first map, and then Gaben said no. Nothing is working for MIBR these 2 rounds. Orgless. There's Wardell finding it, and that's it. We're going 30 rounds, no bomb plant. Force buy scenario for MIBR.
Oh my god. I honestly thought they were going to go for a fast round there towards A. They pushed Wardell back from 2 positions. They knew a guy was in pit. Probably have a read that there's likely 3 towards B. They just left the bomb behind.
I think it's you and I though, James, as well. The first map of the day that we cast together has to be overtime. It's rules actually. So.
Oh, they've really opened a door here for Orgless.
This is where we're at now. I mean, smokes and flashes and a total lack of fear from MIBR. Charging top banana, trying to get through. KNG, he's braved it. He gets to the top. Successfully alive. Now, however, do they fully commit around the corner? Follow-up flash. There it is! Oh, and the golden opportunity.
More grenades. No smoke, though. Smoke would have been right. Oh, my God. The swing from Sub Rosa. Outrageous. He's up top again. He falls off. There's a smoke to create some space on the side. Does allow MIBR to try and push without being seen from coffins. We've got a swing into pool as well. Wardell keeping. Oh my god, how has Fur done that? Wardell at the angle. Now Fur once again has taken arc. She's been crucial. Some impact rounds. Gets a tap onto Ye as well. Ye's got live, but it's a lot harder now at 15 HP. He's being charged on by 3 players, 2 with pistols. He's got to deliver something here. Takes 1 out, repositions, just trying to buy time for the rotation. FNS is creeping top mid. He's leaving Ye to die.
No, it's good, it's good, it's good. Because now, okay, what's going to happen here? Man advantage for Orgless. Fair enough. They've got AWP for Fallen, who's been hitting shots. Time enough to plant, but Infinite catches Fallen in the open. Fallen a step too far. And now it's a 1v3, and it's just not meant to be. Overtime! Unreal!
Ourselves here. They had 3 game points, and Orgless have kept themselves in it, or MIBR have kind of helped them do that, you might argue.
Missed comms on multiple occasions there for MIBR. Coming back to haunt them. Another key figure for MIBR that has not shown up to play is
It's Jesus. Oh.
No, that's true as well. All right. And we are Gucci. So as far as Kanji is showing up, not hitting shots, and that's where we'll leave it for now, because as far as MIBR are concerned, it is still the slow approach through Banana, and they have plenty of nades to work with.
For creeping top mid. Just having a look for something, but only Wardell is in that top mid position towards Arch. You can see Ye in the pit, FNS as well, or the balcony. 3-2 set up for Orgless. Now MIBR cut noise. Obscuring information. Now, do Orgless go for a play? They're trying to find some information somewhere. Infinite looks to be rotating towards A potentially. Got 27 seconds now as the charge comes in from MIBR.
And FNS is in perfect position to screw him up. And now you're going to get the actual utility getting put into play here by Orgless. They've still got a few nades to work with. 3 smokes, in fact. If they start to throw those in, it's going to get real nasty here for MIBR. And MIBR getting the door shut on them. Ye finds KNG, but Fallen takes Ye. And there it is. Wardell from the site. The man doesn't miss. It's all on fur. You're lurking, sure, but you're in a 1v2 and the bomb is nowhere near you.
That's quite a turnaround for MIBR. That is a real strong turnaround for them. I mean, for Orgless, sorry. Obviously, MIBR had so many people around that A bomb site, but it ended in disaster.
MIBR, I mean, they did have, in a way, they did have a turnaround in a way. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the wrong kind of turnaround.
Wrong direction, right? That 180 back the other way. Yeah, you're not what you're hoping to see. So one of the 3 rounds in this first half of overtime picked up by Orgless. They survive it with double op, so their economy is just super duper solid. And it's MIBR right now who are trying to find a way, and it's looking like what worked for them in the 28th round. Second mid to mid, very quick. MIBR trying to rinse and repeat, and it might work, and it did. Mayer, though, there to save him.
Very fast opening frag. Look at this rotation from Orgless. Everybody's making their way towards the B bomb site. They know it's going to be a fast one. Wardell now trying to defend from the site once again, but he gets taken out. FNS is still here. Infinite top mid as well. Very fast exchange. Minute 20. We've got 4 players left. 2 Ts on lane and 2 CTs on long.
Smokes are going to be a clear and pretty soon, though, and we're going to get a boost over the top. Does this work? It would be wonderful if it did, but on the other side of the box is Subrosa. Not going to spot him out. Just barely spots the movement as the smoke right over the top, and he's not going to hit the shot. This is getting out of hand now. A fresh smoke forces him back, and now it's right on through. There's the flash, but Fallen's not going to miss. He hits that shot, and this is all on Infinite 1v2. No point in saving. You'll be able to buy the next round. And so it's all about clutching it out now.
He's got a kit. Falling back, or indeed he's going to fall back and play the bomb instead. Default bomb plant. There's no grenades here for Infinite. He's just got to go for the hold. Fallen shows an elbow. He can just wait now. Just baiting with the rifle barrel. Gets taken out, but surely it's too late. I don't think he got it.
No time. Second off. 1 second off. Using the barrel like that?
I love it.
That's crazy.
That's really good.
So good from Fallen. Little details, man. Details are everything in this case. And so 16-16. Orgless looking to take this final round of the first half of overtime. I mean, CT rounds is really where you want, but I mean, both of these teams have been able to pick up so many rounds on the T side. It's a bit out of hand. So, you know, CT, T side, you know, it's just chaos on this map right now between these 2 teams. They're just swinging. That
was quite the wild round, but we've got to move on. Round 33. This time it's a charge. Oh my god, Mayhem's got stereo frags on Banana. That might shut down the round right there, but there's still presence here from Inferno. Mayhem's going for it. They've got the personnel to do it. Trying to get around the corner, Inferno, but he's going to get taken out as well. There's a flash, they notice a fourth player, and now there's two of them, but Finesse turns it around, dies for the cause, and that might be too much. Wardell just staring at the walls on A. It's the last round, he's got to go for it. Looking for a lurker, but it's time to start moving.
Just be brave at this point on both of these teams. Go all out, top banana control, no fear, get in there. And it works for MIBR. Wardell still worried about a lurker. And sure, I mean, Fallen and Fur, Fur really has been the one who's been playing around Arch this entire game long. And so, sure enough, Wardell going to be a little bit worried about him. But Wardell, you're in a 1v3 retake on B. And MIBR don't even need to save the guns. This is the last round of the half, so they could just go up with the bomb. They don't need to do anything.
Spooked by a poltergeist. We get some stats at the end, but it is MIBR now in their lead once again.
To the CT side, straight into the action. We're looking for the first team to reach 19 rounds on this first map.
The snipers are here again. But now Fallen's warmed up, which is a key difference. They've made their mistakes, MIBR. They can forget about them. Sometimes things go wrong. Definitely time to make amends here as they look to hold on to their lead in overtime.
This is Orgless showing quite a bit more respect to MIBR. And we did see quite a bit of focus towards apartments in regulation time for Orgless. A lot of focus on apartments, a lot of focus on second mid. That was their wheelhouse. And MIBR playing to that right now. So no change in strategy, it seems, from Orgless. I mean, very patient. But again, it's looking like it's going to be mid, and MIBR are cheating this. They've got the 4 players on A. We saw this in regulation, and it worked for MIBR to pick up a few rounds versus Orgless. And so once again here, top mid take from Orgless. Now they have this part of the map to play with.
Need to clear out the arch position though in Cubby, where Taco is waiting. We haven't seen too much of that in this game thus far. And he's got KNG by the library as well, who's just been smoked off. So there was a bait setup, but now Taco's been isolated and there's flashbangs to try and buy some time, but there's no response. Oh, Sabrosa's got to check for it, kind of, and there's flash. Oh my god, what's happening? Taco's got 2. There's a third one. He's seen the bomb as well. So close to the headshot there. Still winnable for Orgless though.
That molly is just a second too late. Yay. And he's even surviving. He's even just not even going to back off. Just holds his ground. 3 players still here though for MIBR. Fallen is yet to rotate off, but Infinite goes down. There's KNG taking Wardell. And just a clean round from MIBR. Orgless have got to feel like they got read like a book that one. MIBR with 4 players on that A site from the very beginning of the round, just knowing where Orgless were going to take it.
MIBR with another opportunity here. 2, in fact. They had 3 in normal time, 2 in overtime now to close this one out. Orgless must be feeling the pressure. We've got 4 AWPs on deck. Subrosa with a second AWP. I think he's playing a spawn here. Maybe he's got a rifle. In T-spawn. He's going all the way with this one. Flashed off though by the logs. Now what does he do? Does he hold on to it? 2 AWPs on the T side of Inferno is very much a tall order, but he might get something out of it. Indeed, he'll attack Fallen. Hey, cheese there as well. Fallen hasn't fallen back, but he's somehow still alive.
Saw it coming. Fallen. Step ahead, man. Step ahead. Sabrosa does get the wallbang kill on Fallen in the end, but Fur is there to trade it. Takes down Ye. And so once again, back into a 4-on-4. This still favors Orgless, and so FNS right now, he's computing that. He's definitely got to be thinking, this still favors us. Let's take our time. Let's force MIBR to gamble and spread. Wait, what?
He's going to go get a rifle.
Okay,
yeah, he's dropped one there. There was one on Banana though, but I guess that one's safe.
Interesting. But I mean, you got the value out of it already, so just go ahead and change up.
Yeah, just leave Wardell on the AWP. Swinging up top mid once again. We've got a 3rd man here in Fur. Taco left alone by the coffins on the B bomb site with AWP. And First starts to creep into the cubby hole. Surely they wouldn't do the same thing again. Apparently they would, but this time FNS is ready for it. And he runs immediately towards the B bomb site. They're going to split. They've made the right decision. First going to be in a 1 versus 4. No rotation just yet now. Orgless hopefully don't outmaneuver themselves and just go with this. Taco with the off angle. Not holding the higher one from the coffins. Oh, he's gone through it. Takes 1 out, but that's it. There's no one else there.
Impossible situation for the remaining members of MIBR at this point. You're going into a retake on B. You have 2 flashes. an op and a Krieg, it's definitely looking like it's time to save if you're on MIBR.
There's no save here. It's overtime. They got the money. They have to go for it.
I mean, they could. All right, fine, fair enough. As in, like, just save for the next round, right? You could try, but
I mean, you could save the Krieg, but outside of that, they can fall by everything.
It's a very good point.
Mayer now swinging. There we go. 2 versus 2. They've got kits. They don't have grenades. They've got to find these players. They know one's in construction, but where's the other one? It's FNS now. There we go. They'll get taken out. It was almost inevitable, but again, next to nothing to lose here.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely. I'm just looking at the money. It's like, okay, yeah, no, they're definitely fine to buy, of course. But once you're in there, once you're in those certain sites, you know, man advantage on B of Inferno. Hell, a man down on A an Inferno.
Yeah.
You know, there's some sites are just odds of retaking are so tough.
You're walking to your death, but it's that weird situation in overtime where you kind of have to.
Yeah, you're going for it.
Well then, Orgless, can they make it overtime number 2? MIBR will start with 3 towards B once again. We got 3 mollies down, make it 4 as Ye deploys his. Infinite moving up second mid, keeping the CTs on it, but there's no aggression here. Just more grenade exchange. MIBR being entertained towards B, but now Fair will start to rotate, and apparently Taco as well.
The Sub-Rosa walk into this crosshair, though. They think perhaps that they've cleared this out, the angle, but he saw the gun barrel.
He's got to know there might be a pot flash play coming here on a swing. Now he's got Fur, who's moved to the sandbags for help. Fallen going to be the bait. Down he goes. This will be checked for, but Fur will deliver the kill. 1v1 now. FNS is going to try and trade the frag. Fur trying to buy time for his teammates. The flashes are there. He swings and Taco's here to hold position. That gives him an advantage. Orgless top mid. They've left the bomb T ramp, so they're going to have similar problems now as well.
At least they have the time. And there's KNG. Been very quiet this match, but he comes up with a key kill that could turn it all. It's Wardell 1v3. And just hoofing it towards the B site right now with 35 seconds on the clock. He wants to get in here as quickly as possible and just win this duel. But KNG is close enough to have heard it as well, and so the rotation is coming in from Mayer, and now Wardell is boxed on the B site.
He's baited the shot, and he received it. MIBR fixed the mistakes from normal time. 19-17.